Today I want to challenge you to think big. I want to challenge you to think big, like beyond your thoughts, beyond you. Think beyond you, okay? Because the thing that God created you on this earth to do, put you on this earth to do, is big. It is so huge. It is so immaculate. And I want you to think beyond you, beyond your situation, beyond that 9-to-5 job. Think beyond that. Think big. Think extraordinary. Think supernatural. Think big. I'm challenging you to think big today. Start thinking big. You know what? What I want you to do is, I want you to say it out loud, and I also want you to write it in your journal. I want you to ask God, God, show me the person you created me to be. Show me what you created me to do. Show me who you created me to be. Show me that version of me and help me to see myself as her or him. Help me to see myself as the person that you created me to be. Okay? Write it in your journal. All right? And whatever God shows you, whatever you see yourself doing, whatever you envision yourself doing in the next year or so, or something that you have been dreaming of, that you want to do, that you want to become, that you want to pursue, write it down. Write it down. And the more God shows you, write it down. Every time he shows you something new, write it down. And I want you to take one step towards that thing. Okay? If God created you to be, I'm going to say if he created you to be, he created you to be a loving, patient, kind parent. You might be somebody that yells at your kid. And hey, I used to be that parent, you know, and we're not perfect at all. You were created to be a kind, loving, patient parent. So today, try to not yell at your children. Try to be patient. Ask God to show you who you created your children to be. Who he created your children to be. Ask God to give you the patience for your children and an opportunity. And if patience ain't just gonna fall in your lap, an opportunity for you to be patient is gonna come your way. And that's gonna be your opportunity to remember what you prayed for. All right? So think big. The person that you want to be, the parent that you want to be, the spouse that you want to be, the sister that you want to be, the brother that you want to be, the person that you want to be that. Think big. Become her every single day. Walk in that every single day. Walk in greatness every single day. Stop, Cairo. Walk in greatness every single day and become who God created you to be. But I want you to think big. I want you to challenge yourself to think outside the box. Think outside of what it is that you see every day, what it is that you're experiencing every day. Think outside of what's right in front of you. The issue that you might be facing at work. The relationship problem that you have. Think bigger than that. What do I want my relationship to look like? Is this person giving me that? Is this person contributing to what I want my relationship to look like? You got to start making the necessary adjustments in your life to work to become that person. To work to make your life look like how you want it to look. We get to create our reality. Cairo, you are wrapping the leash around my legs, sir. We get to create our reality. Whatever we want our life to look like, we get to create that by how we think up here, by what we see, what we envision, what we tolerate, what we choose to welcome into our life. You are not obligated to put up with something that you're not happy with, that is not fulfilling for you. You are not obligated to keep people in your life that stress you out, that cause chaos and dysfunction in your life. You are not obligated to do any of that. You have the choice to say, I don't want this. You have the choice and the right to say, this is not fulfilling. This does not push me into purpose. This does not support what God is doing in my life, what I want my life to look like, what I want my life to be. This doesn't support that. Financial decisions. If your finances don't look the way you want them to look, there are solutions for you. That there is a solution to your problem. There is something that you can do to change your financial situation, to be able to invest, to have money set aside each week or however often you get paid. There is something that you can do about that. If your finances don't look the way you want it to look, you have something on the inside of you that you can create. You have knowledge on the inside of you where you can create a literal product or service and sell it to people. We have the solution to our own problems. We just don't be thinking big enough. We don't be thinking big enough or thinking outside of the box, thinking about the impossible, because whatever you think is impossible is actually possible with God. Philippians 4:13 says that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. All things are possible with God. And you have to understand that you can't do the impossible alone. You have to have God. You have to be connected to the Almighty God. You have to. Or else you can't accomplish the thing that you want to accomplish. It's going to be harder to do it. It's going to take a long time for you to do it, right? So understand that you got all the answers within you. You have to seek God in order to find the solution to your problem, the answer to your questions, look within. Matthew 6:33 says to seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added to you. The money, the finances, the marriage, the friendships, the dream job, the business, the weight loss, fitness goals, whatever it is. If you seek God first and his righteousness, and you begin to put the work in and walk by faith and not by sight, you'll get exactly what you want. You got to think big, though. Think big. Put it in the comments. I'm thinking big. Literally think big. I was thinking about that this morning in the shower, and I'm like, the enemy be trying his best to get in my head in the morning time. Stop, Cairo. To get in my head in the morning time. What I told you about biting me. Child, these puppies. A puppy will bite you and run. Not think twice about it. Come on. You want to play. I had to bring him outside to get him tired. But I was thinking about that in the shower. The enemy try to get in my head in the morning time and discourage me and make me feel like, the thing that I want to happen is not going to happen. And I'd be like, what? I have to think about it and be like, I know you lying. Devil, if you don't get your ugly self up out of my face because I ain't got time, listen. Everything that you've been praying and asking God for is happening. It's coming into fruition. If you spoke it, if you speak it every day, if you speak affirmations of yourself every day, if you becoming the best version of yourself every day, you putting in the work every single day, you better believe that everything that you pray for is about to happen. You better believe that everything that you ask God for is going to come into fruition. But it's up to you to believe that. It's up to you to have crazy faith, big faith, huge faith, immaculate faith, and know that God is going to do the supernatural in your life. God is going to give you every single thing you pray for, right? Everything that you pray for, everything that you ask for, everything you speak into existence, everything that you put in your journal, it's going to come into fruition. It's going to happen. Just walk in it. Just walk by faith and not by sight. Just make decisions that align with what you're asking for. And if it's in God's will for your life, it's gonna work out. It's gonna happen. All it takes is a little bit of faith. That's it. But you gotta think big. Look at your life. Whatever you don't want, you get the choice to change that. Put in the comments, I get the choice. You literally get the choice to change what you don't like about your reality. It ain't gonna happen overnight. It don't happen in a blink of an eye. It don't work like that. You gotta put in the work. Literally, put in the work. Cairo, please. Fitness goals. Let's say you want to lose 50 pounds by the end of January. You want to lose 50. I ain't gonna say by the end of January. I don't know if that's possible because I don't know. I don't know nothing about losing weight like that. I ain't never been on that journey. But anyway, I'm just making an example. You want to lose 50 pounds by a certain time frame. Okay? A lot of people will think it's impossible for you to do that. They will say stuff like, well, I don't know, you might have to starve yourself to do that. But you know that it's a way that you can do that. You probably done invested in maybe like a digital product that somebody was selling to teach you how they lost 50 pounds or they lost 100 pounds and they kept the weight off of them. And you haven't put in the work yet, but part of you knows that it's possible for you to lose that weight. But then the other part of you, the old version of you, the limiting beliefs part of you, the part of you that is familiar with people from, your past, people from maybe family members that tell you you ain't gonna never be able to lose the weight, or you too fat, you too blah blah blah, or something like that. That part of you is doubting. Your faith, even if you have just a little faith and you move off of that little bit of faith, guess what? It's gonna happen for you. You're gonna reach that goal before the time that you had set for you to reach that goal. But you gotta believe that it's gonna happen. Trust and believe that God is working in your favor. Trust God on this journey of weight loss. Keep God first. Seek God first. Read your word for encouragement. Encourage yourself. Right? Discipline yourself. And put in the work with that little bit of faith, the size of a mustard seed that you have. Put in the work to lose those 50 pounds, and you're going to lose them. Right? So I just said all that to say we have to dream big. We have to think big. Kyra, why are you hopping on my legs, sir? Stop. You have to think big. Think bigger than your circumstance. Think bigger than what it is that you see in the mirror. When you see yourself in the mirror and you see, oh man, it's gonna take me a long time to lose these 50 pounds. I don't know. Stop, Cairo. Stop. Oh, I'm too big. I don't know if I'm believe. Listen, a part of you says, I can do this. A part of you says, oh, I'm about to kill it. I know I'm finna drop these 50 pounds and people ain't gonna know how I did it. And I'm gonna tell them it was all by the grace of God. Because it was. You sought God first. You believed in yourself. You had faith. And you disciplined yourself, right? So your discipline, your effort, your dedication, everything that you do, the work that you put in, is gonna cause you to reach that goal before it's even time to reach that goal. So trust and believe that when you think big, it's gonna happen for you. Think big. Think outside the box. Think beyond something that you never thought you could believe, that you never thought could happen in your life. Think like that. Huge. Bigger than you. Because what God has called you to do is bigger than you. You lose them 50 pounds, 100 pounds. Now you can literally create a product, a service, a course, a meal plan. Whatever you did, you can create from that. You can create from the knowledge that you have now, the experience that you have, and help other people do the same thing. Help other people believe in themselves. Help other people move off of that little bit of mustard seed of faith that they have. Help other people overcome those limiting beliefs about whether or not they can lose that weight. This is what we're called to do. We're called to overcome the enemy's tactics. We're called to overcome limiting beliefs. We're called to overcome negativity, the doubt, the fear, the worry, the anxiety. We're called to overcome that stuff and teach somebody else how to do it as well. We're called to overcome the tactics of the enemy and come out on top. That's what we're called to do, and teach other people how to do it, right? And this is how we get to walk in fulfillment. This is how we get to walk in complete freedom and peace. And this is how people literally get paid just to be themselves, because they're taking their intellect, they're taking their experience, their wisdom, their knowledge, right? They're taking what they did and literally creating products and services and courses and programs and helping other people, planting seeds of love, planting seeds of positivity, spreading love, light, and positivity all across the world. And they get to just live in peace and freedom. And this is literally what we're called to do. I hope this video, y'all understanding this video, and if I'm making sense, let me know if it's helping you or not. But this is how I think, y'all. I'm just brain dumping right now. I'm just brain dumping and putting stuff out there, because everything is content. Listen, if you want to become a content creator, baby, if you got a thought in your head, if you got something that you want to talk about, you better get on this camera and talk, honey. I'm telling you, better get on here and talk, because somebody need to hear what you got to say. All right? So understand that you got to think big in order to get to where you want to go. Your dream is only going to be a dream unless you start walking that dream out in your life and becoming it. Before you know it, that dream is going to become your reality, right? So put that in the comments before you get off this video. My dreams are becoming a reality. Start thinking big. Start thinking bigger than you, beyond you, okay? Beyond what you can see in the physical right now, okay? Now, I'm going to finish walking this little boy. I don't know where he at. Right here. He wrapping all around my legs. I'm going to walk him some more and tire him out. But I love these videos. Just get on here talking to y'all whenever a thought is popping in my mind, whenever God's dropping something in my spirit to share with y'all. And I thank y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. We're now at 23K, I think. It's 23 and some change on this channel. And I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. I'm so blessed to have all of y'all on my channel and be able to talk to y'all every single day. Get on here and share my brain dumps or what's on my spirit, what's on my mind, things that I know, things that can help somebody else. I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I get to do this every day. It's a privilege, to be honest. It is definitely a privilege. It's a privilege to be favored by God. It's a privilege to be connected to God. So that's why I'm saying all the time, y'all, connect with God, because your life will never be the same when you connect with God. When you start thinking big, when you start thinking beyond you, when you start thinking beyond your imagination, because God will do exceedingly abundantly above all that you could ever ask, think, or imagine. God is going to do the impossible. He's going to make the impossible possible. He is the possible. God is the possible. And when you have God on the inside of you, everything is possible. Everything that you touch, everything that you create, everything that is connected to you prospers. It flourishes, it blossoms, it blooms with you, right? So think big. Think big. Drop it in the comments. I'm thinking big. I love y'all so much. Give this video a thumbs up and share it out with whoever you think might need it. And I will talk to you in the next video.